Alright, hello everybody and welcome to some more Kadomon. It is April 3rd, the last patch was March 28th. There's still a couple bugs sitting around out there, but hopefully the next patch cycle comes out soon. And yeah, I've got like a couple things that I want to do. I've learned about legendaries, so we are going to be hunting these mystery events as much as we can. So that way, hopefully, we can acquire a legendary. That's my objective this episode. We'll see if we can manage it. It should be interesting. That said, it looks like we're gonna have to go through an elite to do so. And you know how early elites are. They're brutal. They are incredibly brutal. If I can get a poison composition going, that is our best chance. And it looks like we've got 2 poisons on the way. Poison is a very effective way at beating the early nightmare situation of the crazy floor 1 elites. I have seen the first floor elites being taken out by poison teams specifically. I'm not sure if there's any other teams that can do it, honestly. But those are the ones. We're gonna take some quick cash because we might be able to buy a toxic out of the store or something like that. Early Spoon is pretty nice. There's some good combos there. And Toxic Slime is also good. Spoon is a pretty rare item. I'm going to take that because it could open up an option to potentially evolve a specific unit that I'm hunting, which would be really good. We're going to lose, so I'm going to go ahead and put Knock out of the party here. I'm quite confident that we don't win these. Kidzap Sardian is a nasty combo. We'll see what we can do, but I don't have super high hopes with these two. Maybe we'll be okay with the Fortitude, we'll see. There's a chance. Oh, maybe we're gonna be okay. Huh. I thought we were gonna lose. I guess that just goes to show just how strong Fortitude is. Fortitude, pretty crazy. Good job, Belief. Schemo did a thing, too. We're gonna take Kitzap for sure here. That's really good. And Kitzap has an alternate evolution line if he goes full quad electric, which is cool. At some point, I gotta run an electric team because I haven't done so yet. And I'm realizing my voice might sound a little bit different because I just got up. Today's Wednesday, which is my recording day. I really want to get as much recording done as I can. That way I can get a whole bunch of videos out to you all. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, so we're oh, there's Mashiki. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly who I was looking for. That'll be really good. That'll be really, really good. I know 2 of my favorite guys are in this party. Literally number 1 and number 2 favorite guys. But, like, you know, I can't take them every time. As much as they are my favorites. You gotta have some sense, you know? Okay, Crocoot's getting some good damage out here. This is a pretty scary party. Pretty annoying party as well. Just getting a lot of damage done. But hopefully we'll be able to push through and be alright. Kitzap's doing an okay job of tanking so far. Schemo is not really doing a whole lot. But hopefully that'll turn around. Belief is also, like, secretly tanking, right? With the Fortitude. That's the thing about Belief. I like Belief a lot. They might be my favorite starter. Especially with their split Evo. I think the other split Evos are really fun too. But, I don't know. There's just something about Belief that's really fun. Even if they are a Gurren frickin' Lagan monster, as they say. as they say. Oh, man. It's great. It's so good. Alright, let me grab Mushiki here. And now we've got Poison Dusk, which is great. So, Toxic is gonna be doubled thanks to the Dusk effect. So they're gonna have Faint and Revive, which is gonna be really nice. It's a super strong combo. No early restocks, obviously. We don't have any tickets. And I don't think any of these items are really going to do much for us either. Berry could be a decent alternative for a tank. I could also get another level of Dusk, potentially, if I let Bee-Leaf die and do some stuff with that. But, you know, not super high priority, I would say. Could get an early Taney. I'm gonna head this route. Let's do the Firebug. Oh my god, it's a shiny. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, let's go. It's a goddamn shiny Rokorm. Okay, well, I'm a big proponent of if you find a shiny, you gotta build around it. I think that's just part of the fun. Oh my god, that's so cool. So, for those of you wondering, shinies are 1 in 1,000, which is obviously a much higher find rate than that of Pokemon, for example, which is, I don't remember what the best odds in Pokemon are, but they're closer to, like, I think 1 in 4,000 or 1 in 8,000. It depends on the situation, obviously. Oh, everybody's dead. Decay really good like that. My kitty cat's here. Kitty cat's here meowing away. Give me a second. I'm just going to pause and give her some attention. Alrighty, and we're back. Look at that. Skimo doing a lot of damage. Very nice. And, of course, we have to take the shiny. Am I going to put him in the party right away? I guess he could replace Kid Zap, but that would kill our Dusk synergy, which is going to be really important in this boss fight. I think Rokorm's going to just be benched for a time being. Pardon me. My goodness. Okay, it's Cam out. we lose these. I don't think any amount of poison saves us here. I think Mushiki needs to go in the back, and that's our best chance at winning. We need a lot of poison procs, and I don't know if we're gonna get there, but we can try. We can make an attempt. We'll see if it works. The cam out is insanity. If you get max toxic double dusk though, it is a winning fight. You do win guaranteed with that lineup, but that doesn't stop it from being absolutely terrifying. And there goes my Mushiki. He's dead to one more attack. We've got a little bit of time. Hopefully we can get one more summon. That would give us a little bit more juice to work with. And Kid Zap getting the fortifies here is big. Okay, there we go. So we've got our double summon at least. So now we're relying on Decay. I'm pretty sure you could probably do the math right now and decide whether I've won or not. But I can't in good conscience say that I can do that. It's definitely outside of my realm of capability. But it is starting to look kind of promising, isn't it? This is like maybe doable. I don't know. Oh man, maybe not. I don't know. It's really, really iffy, isn't it? Oh, we did it. Let's fucking go. Cam out down. Yeah. Dusk Poison. Really, really, really good against those elites that are hard to beat. Just super, super strong. Feels good, man. Feels very good, man. Health Attractor is the ultimate evolution item for Skimu. I've actually got some of these memorized now, which is great. Feels good, man. We could dump Kit Zap now and run Rokorm as our front line. Once again, we do lose out on Dusk if we do that. But if we're lucky, we'll just get Dusk right here. Ooh, we could unlock the misprint right here. So there's two ways of unlocking a misprint, by the way. You can unlock it through this means, or you can unlock it via winning. Either one of those works. So, I mean, especially with the game being relatively easy right now, you could just go this line. But, oh man. I mean, we've already got like kind of a poison team going. I'd like to like follow this line. It's just like a little bit outside of my current build. The shiny Rokorm will show up again. We'll do a build around. That's fine by me. Okay, we're just gonna take the minimal losses. I don't really care too much about the items. I do care a lot about morale now, actually. Okay, we've got another mini-boss that we've got to fight. That's kind of crazy. And it's the same one. Alright. Well, no changes, so hopefully we just win again. That'd be great. That would be pretty ideal if we just straight up won again. I'm gonna go ahead and play this on fast forward since we just did this fight. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, with any luck, it will go just as well. It is not going just as well. We did not get as many summons. This one's gonna be iffy, I think. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's an L for sure. Oh yeah, that was that's just goes to show how close of a fight that first one was, but that's okay. On the bright side, we did manage to take out all the extra dudes, and we're gonna keep going mystery events, because I'm actually hunting for a special event. This is the one. Pardon me. So, you can unlock legendaries if you come across these rumbling runes twice, and there's different combinations that you can do. I'm gonna have a link in the description down below, and it will have legendary encounters chart. And I don't know if it's still being developed or if they're all found yet or what, but 1 + 4 equals Quasark, which is a summoner butterfly. I've gotten that one once by accident. 2 + 5 is Decadox, who I literally don't know anything about. And 3 + 6 is Chronovisor, which I also know nothing about. So, I think, I don't know, which one should I go for? I want to see what Chronovisor looks like, I guess. So we're going to do 3 + 6. So I'll do 3 now. And note that the way these runes work is, as long as your game session is still open, you will continue to be able to interact with these. So you could go across multiple runs. Like, I could quit this run right now and go and do another run and hit 6. And that will continue to persist. And the mini-boss will show up. So that's really cool. Definitely, like, a little crazy. Like, I don't know how anybody's figuring this stuff out. I found Quasark by accident, and I still didn't know what happened. But it's very cool. Note that if you quit out of the game, or if you crash or something like that, it will reset this. So let's hope our game is running real nice today. I definitely want to take a campsite. Every time I've got an opportunity to do a campsite, I will. Travolt's really good. Paranute is a goddamn menace, as we've learned from many times past. Just a scary unit, but they don't really have their usual synergy composition going. So like there's not like a bunch of ice types on the board that I have to worry about, which is really nice. But yeah, we've got a bit of a poison synergy, a poison dusk synergy going right now. Kit Zap could... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with Kit Zap. Kit Zap doesn't really match up with the party, nor does Belief, for that matter. They're both a little bit outside of their element right now. But, hopefully we can find a more suitable poison tank, and hopefully we can find a more suitable midline as well. But both of those things would be pretty welcome. But we'll see what we can do. Fortitude on the Kit Zap here means that they get to continue aliving a little bit longer. We can see the decay is not super much. The shock tier is like actually super scary. But we're not like super fast attackers, so it's not that big of a deal. I find myself running speed teams a lot, because the speed is just so dang good. And it adapts across multiple different like types, so it works really well. But yeah, it's one of those things where if you get shocked, you're basically done for. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to Paranute, because there are ways that I could get the poison synergy that has frost built in. and that could be a really good line to go. So we might consider that. Oh yeah, also this is a new guy, Weavour. So before battle, randomly move allies and gain 2 fruit. So this guy is like really good if you're running just like a full bulk squad essentially, or if your party doesn't really matter with order, which is pretty hard to do. I feel like party order matters a lot in this game, so you really have to be very clever with this, but it's a lot of potential money for sure. We're definitely going to make a team around this guy at some point in the near future. Very, very cool lad. We've got ice. Okay. So the ice cross section could happen here. I'm going to give this to Skimu because they've already got Dusk, and I'd like to grant Dusk to another unit if possible. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. I don't think there's too much we need to change here. We're pretty much set. So yeah, we're well on our way with a pretty solid Decay team. We'll see how we can build this out. Overgrowth is really crazy, especially with a like a speedy attacking team. And with Paranute potentially ending up with a Frost synergy on our team, we might be able to make that happen. Which would be pretty nice. And I guess we've got Mashiki to generate extra Frost. In fact, I think we can just phase out Belief at this point. And put in Paranute in that spot, because Mashiki generates slow on themselves. So that'll kind of get counteracted. And we can just have kind of a permanent front line that way. The real question is, what do I want to have in our front slot? Do I want to have someone that like goes down really fast and has like a really explosive effect? Or would I rather have like an actual normal tank just to kind of help set up? Kind of a tough call. Having a unit that can die over and over would be really good. And I can think of a unit or two that can do that. Oh my. Assisting does a lot of damage, by the way. Really scary unit. Thankfully, they go down pretty easily. Hang on, I better get some water. I swear I'm not sick. At least I think I'm not sick. Okay. Queenstruction, not taking a lot of damage, I gotta say. This is going pretty slow. I'm gonna go ahead and speed her up a little bit. Just because this is a rather slow-going boss fight. They're just healing up like crazy, as are we. In fact, it's to the point where fatigue is starting to set in. You know you've got a really slow team when fatigue starts to set in. But, hopefully that'll be okay. I mean, we've got the summons. We should be fine. Even when Kitsap goes down, Mashiki can continue to generate new guys for us. Although with that amount of slow, it's gonna become fewer and fewer summons for certain. There we go. We're starting to get that decay up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There we go. Alrighty. Not too shabby. Big tank, Kitsap. Good job, I guess. Even though you probably delayed things a ton, because we could have just had more poison gen. Other ways, you know how it is. Are we doing any regen? We're not really doing any regen. I'll take Flame Flower because it might be useful for something in the future. We'll see. Turn all lightning types into toxic types would make Kitsap available. Or more available, I should say. I think this is good because, yeah. We're gonna do that. Because this just gives us more opportunities to have the toxic synergies that we want. And, yeah, now our team is, like, feeling a lot more cohesive all of a sudden. Which is pretty great. Pretty darn cool. So once again, we have to beeline these mystery events as much as possible. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking we'll check out the electricity, because I think it'll just make it pure dusk since electricity got deleted, right? Which is kind of cool. And then we've got poison ahead, which is great. That works out well. So yeah, you can see that they're all dusk. There's no electricity Kadomon to be found. We could get some Eldritch level up, which is nice. One day I'll try to make use of Bad Boon. He's such a weird guy. He's such a weird guy. There's not really that many, confused teams. There's only, like, a couple things that make good use of it. Like, Bug makes good use of it, for sure. And then, what else? There's, like, just a couple specific units that are really effective with it. That's about it. Okay. Well, Kit Zap generated an awful lot of decay there, so... I mean, that's pretty good. We've got a decent amount... Oh my god, look at that. And the speed? Okay. This team is... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's kind of doing its job. I think there's still some improvements to be made, for sure, but, it's definitely looking decent. Bulby can give us multiple, last wishes, which is pretty sick. Pretty good. I wish there was a way I could get it some last wishes. But I don't think there is a way to do that. Might take it just for the cannon. There we go. Okay. Let's zoom on up. What do we got? Ooh, Shaka! Nice. Okay, so Shaka is poison right now. Ally head hurt. Grant all allies behind energy. And move me forward 1. Gain 5 energy. And 2 snoozy. This one's really strong as far as tanks go. We'd lose our Dusk synergy. But I'd definitely be willing to hold on to Shaka. Just for the sake of trying to get some stuff going. Also, Squiraf is a goddamn menace. We are really likely to just, like, lose because Squiraf is insane. Although, I guess we've got the decay to work with, so maybe we'll be fine. Oh my god, look at all the focus on my poor little Paranute. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that at all. Bright side, we got that meaty decay. Look at that. Alright. We're kind of... Yeah, we're kicking back. Look at that. Easy peasy. The beauty of a Dusk team. Oh, it's Pup-Ice as well. Also got Toxic and has both the types I want. And gives shield. Damn. He's kind of like positionally really weird for our team. Because Kimu wants to be in the back. After ally had super poison a random enemy. Yeah, so you'd have to like, and then Mushiki. Mushiki is actually a good second spot, but then like Paranute wants to be in the third spot, so it's just like everybody's getting moved up. And then like where does Kit Zap go? And the whole point would be to synergize with Kit Zap, and we're not gonna have frontline Paranute, even though frontline Paranute is like pretty legit. I don't think this is the strat. I think Shaka makes a little bit more sense, and also then we get the wanted. I don't think we run Shaka yet, but we could start distributing some items at this point and seeing how it goes. So let's go ahead and throw that back there, and we'll go ahead and get some poison going right away, and hurt grant other allies when max HP is great. Health Attractor is eventually going to go on to Skimu, but we'll just throw it there for now. That is a reasonable spot for it. Looks like we're losing a little bit more of our morale for free. And we got Ally Hurt Shovel. Not sure who needs the shovel. That might be a Chushian thing, which I guess would make sense. And let's keep hitting up the Dusk Electric. That's just going to be more of the same, if I had to guess. There's a Drummerk. I really want to use Whisper, by the way. Whisper has like a ton of potential in so many different compositions. But right now, they're, as of current patch, they're faint. Or like their bouses aren't like doing the explosions they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, it's not super great. It's a little bit specific without the explosion damage. That's for certain. Wow, that's a lot of speed all of a sudden. The nice thing about Bouses being spawned on my side is that they're basically just free procs of decay. Look at that. That is super nasty for them. They're gonna have a really bad time. I will say that, like, Slow and Decay do have a bit of anti-synergy, because Decay only procs on attack, and Slow makes it so they attack less. But, I mean, who can argue with all this speed, right? Like, the Decay, or, sorry, the Slow is probably the best speed generator in the game, thanks to Paranute and Ice Throne. Both of those things combined. Very, very, very crazy. None of these items really tickled my fancy. We'll take a Whisper, just because when the enemy has a Whisper, it's going to be better for me. Because I'll be selling them off, and you got to start thinking about, like, the last boss, right? Ooh, Poison Plasmula. That would be really nice. That opens up some extra potential combinations here. That's very interesting to me. And Plasmula is a pretty good poison generator, too. Poison Plasmula. What would I want to run with that, I wonder? I'm just trying to imagine who goes and who stays. Paranute could theoretically go. The problem is I've just got so many, like, amazing units, right? it's a tough call. Kitsap is the only one that's really super flexible on this party to leave, just because they're more of a placeholder. Plurpal would be the ideal, who's on the board there. But even that's a little iffy. Here we go. Knock is evolving into Hyper Knock! No, Hyper Knock doesn't exist. Hyper Knock isn't real. And then we've got Stagnant, and Drummerk, and the Fatiki, and Eldritch. Yeah, there's I find that I end up doing that a lot more now, where I just, like, mass evolve everything together. These are some juicy poison types. Plasmula is, like, super interesting to me. We're gonna, like, hold on to Plasmula and think about it, I think. And, Empty Jar. I think that's a new item that I just unlocked. We've also got Hand Mirror and Evil Toy. I feel like Evil Toy might kind of crush Pandora on level 3. I'm going to take it and hold it for that reason. It's like a bit of a call-out, but, you know, I'd rather go for it than not. That's for certain. That's for certain. Oh, I shouldn't be selling my guys. I should not be doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this up. Oh my goodness, it's always following food. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, Loudner. That's actually really good. Really good. That's going to increase my damage a lot, which I am a big fan of. Boror could be my front line, but we're really trying to, like, this is a toxic party, not a dusk party. The dusk is just a splash to double down on the toxic. That's really the goal here. And Boror is just trying to accomplish very different things from what the rest of my team is attempting to accomplish. Look at all that extra HP that Drummerk has given out. That's super nice. Everyone's getting nice and bulky. There we go. Managed to backline slay that Monku. Oh god, it's Scraptor. Every time I see Scraptor, I fear for my life. It's such a scary unit. Here we go. Big procs. Big proc chains. Very nice. Very nice indeed. They're basically all dead to their own attacks at this point, except for Shribbit. As long as we don't, like, pass around the shocked too much, we should be fine. There we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Nothing to be afraid of. Here we go. Paranute's evolving. Paranute with, I think 3 waters will do a split evolution. I haven't done that one yet. I gotta try that one out, too. There's so many things in this game to do. It's crazy. It's absolutely absurd how many different combinations there are. Tickets or a roll on Dusk? I'm kind of confident, honestly. I think we can take a mini-boss, especially a floor 2 mini-boss. I think I like this line the most, and then we'll just fight that mini-boss. Hey, there's our Plur Pal. That's good. When did my Plasmula change into a shiny? I know that is, like, the shiny that I've had unlocked this whole time. But, I don't think I fought them as a shiny. I don't know how misprint unlocks work. Like if it just forces the shiny or what. Ooh, Glask. I like Glask a lot. More than I should. plus one time, and then like it scales up, of course. But like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like that good for someone who's just gonna like perma-die, you know. Although I have had Glask put in some pretty good work before on a couple of runs. I have to play around with it some more. Alright. Twigget getting destroyed. Plur Pal is the last one alive, thanks to the way everything tuned out there. Bulbies evolving. There's so many, like, bulb dudes. I guess it makes sense. Lots of grass types. Scoopsies turning into Snice. Like a snail made of ice. Shaka's turned into Sparka. Whisper into Gadapo. Plasmila into Tentazer. There we go. Very good. Alright, I want to get Smugilla. So the reason why I've got this full party is because this is one of the last things I need to do. Have a full box at the start of battle. It's for this specific unlock. And if I go in here, I can simply just do this. And then I go in here. I can once again buy units, so very convenient. Very convenient way of having a full party, but also being able to like bypass the negative effects of a full party, which is pretty good. Like being able to go into the menu at any time is such a crazy thing. I feel like not very many games do that, but I'm a fan of it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get Eldritch maxed out first because I've already got their hyper with the this thing here. So hopefully that'll work out well for us. Cannock. Ooh. He does a lot of... You know what? We're fine. He actually literally can't do anything to me. He's going to attack like crazy, and then he's just going to poison himself to death, and then we're going to be fine. That's what's going to happen. If any of my units gets Dusk procced, he's just going to lose everything. Look at this. Look at this. He's doomed. He's literally doomed. There's nothing he can do now. Like, sure, you can kill my Mashiki, but now you have 27 decay on you. So, big who cares? Yeah, we're very set. We are very set here. Not too shabby. We did take a little bit of damage, but nothing severe. I'm surprised how slow. My team is like really reliant on dying, which is pretty awkward. Like the fights are really slow if I'm not dying, which is pretty funny. But you know, that is something of note for sure. We definitely want to keep our Dusk types Dusk, but dropped armor is pretty nice. We'll take that. It's not too shabby. Flame Belt's great, but Jar of Dirt is probably even better. Because now we can start to tank up even harder. The real question is, do I tank up Drummerk or do I tank up Smugilla? It's kind of a tough call. You know what? I'm going to put some of the HP on Fatiki for now. Because Fatiki's staying for sure, and they're like well within one-shot range of so many things. And that's a little spooky to me. We are really going down that poison line right now. Just all in on the poison train. for certain. Where did that strength come from? Where did that strength come from? I have no idea. It's a mystery to me. There's so many interactions in this game. It's hard to know, like, literally everything that's going on at any given time. Sometimes you just have to, like, accept what's happening on screen. Just be like, yeah, that didn't make any sense in my head. But, you know, it worked out, I guess, so I'll take it. I'll take it, I suppose. Look at that. Look at this juiciness. Oh my god, they're so dead. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and dump Gatapote. And we're going to grab Glasspill, I think. There we go. That's good. That's good. Now, does this party... I think this party handles knocking easily, so I'm not going to worry about that at all. Not even going to think about it. Just going to send. Just going to press send. We got grass. We could turn grass into fire, but I don't think we're going to have room for that, unfortunately. So, not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead and gear up toward that level 3. And we should have a pretty easy boss fight here, if I had to guess. Knocking is getting the attack from Loudner, as well as all of our Dusk procs. Which means it's going to spam an ability out at some point. I guess it is getting double the speed that Frost is going out, which is a little problematic, but hopefully, with all the decay going down on it, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And hopefully Fatiki gets some procs off here. Please attack, Fatiki. There we go. I don't think that was even an attack. Did it even attack? Oh my god, look at all the decay on them. Okay. Fatiki is somehow summoning. That's all I care about. Yeah, this is looking pretty degen. This is just, like, unstoppable. That's how it feels. Like, how are they ever going to stop me? The answer is they can't. Just throwing stuff back at me post-mortem. That's funny. Ally fainted gain attack is pretty nice. Don't mind if I did. And bone armor is really not that helpful. Slime could be nice, especially on one of my speedier units. Could throw it on Eldritch and be pretty happy, I think. And might even be better than Wanted Poster. I think it is. I think it is better than Wanted Poster. Once again, we're going to hunt the yellows as much as we can. In hopes that we can still unlock this legendary. There's a chance. I don't think it's guaranteed, but there is a chance. I didn't realize Electrix was gonna become poison, but I guess that makes sense. It does make sense, because all the Electrics are poisons. I really like these, originally I wasn't a super big fan of the type changers, but the more I've played, the more I realize, like, exactly what I want out of a team. And, you know, as much as, like, electricity has amazing effects, you know, it'd be great to have. I have to be realistic and realize that, you know, you're not going to get every single type bonus on a single team unless you're pulling some super, super crazy strategies. And, you know, you can settle. You can settle for, like, just a couple of really strong ones. The stronger your few synergies you have, the better. Right now, Paraswoop is the only member of our team that I'm particularly interested in upgrading. With any luck, we can change it to be a little bit more synergistic with our squad. We'll see. Okay. We are going to dump... man, the double poison's so crazy. Some of these are just so good, it's really hard to give up. Let's give up the spotlight. We don't need that. We don't need that. Here we go. pretty good. We'll, don't ever buy Electrex if you're not using him, because he'll just kill you. he's very vengeful. Lost Toys would be great. We'll grab that. That is my biggest piece of advice in this game, is just never buy Electrex, unless you're using him in your end party. If I could give one piece of advice. Anybody that does electricity to your... Oh my goodness, I apologize, 1 second. Anybody that does electricity to your team, that's just a nightmare in the end game, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and dump that, and we'll do the orbital cell here, and get Eldritch a little bit further along. Don't mind if I do. Chushian, look at that. And a poison hammark. Ooh, I wonder who that is in the back line there. That's one of the units that I've unlocked somewhat recently, but I haven't had the chance to use. They seem to show up a lot later than many of the other units, and they're a little bit more niche with their party design. It's one of those things where, like, the later units that require a total pivot, especially like this late in the game, are pretty hard to play around. But that doesn't stop them from being good. They're just, like I said, harder to play around. I think every unit in this game is very, very good in its own way. You just need to, like, find the composition that takes advantage of them. And yeah, there's all sorts of things you can do in this game. At some point, especially with the game in its current state, because it's a little on the easy side, I've been thinking about doing some various, like, weird challenges. Okay, there we go. 2020. I'm gonna keep this box full one more time, and then we'll go from there. Oh, it's an ice type. We can get an extra ice type. Yes, please. We'll definitely take an extra ice type. Who do I put it on? I guess I put it on Fatiki. And then I hope that I get Dusk so I can put it on Smugilla. Or Paraswoop. And either one of those would work. Wait, why did I have grass as an option there, too? That's weird. That's very weird. Oh, well. That's good. Now we're triple ice. I didn't expect to power up my ice at all, to be honest. I'll take it. I will take it. That means I could reasonably dump Paraswoop if I don't care about the speed, and I'd rather go further into the decay scaling. Which is kind of an interesting idea. Although I really like Fatiki being fast, so they can kind of be a tank. Because, like, having one tank is great. But what's better than having one tank is just having unlimited tank. Anyway, earlier I was talking about, you know, game kind of easy in its current state. We should try some challenge runs. I think one of the challenge runs I want to do is try and win with 3 units. Which sounds really, really hard. But it also sounds cool. That sounds like that would be an interesting challenge. And it would really, like, flex your ability to, you know, try to make do with what you've got. So yeah, I think we'll do that. That sounds like fun. I keep punching my mic. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I'm so out of it today. Okay, let's dump Shribbit. We're gonna throw the spare. Oh, the spare parachute involves Paraswoop. What am I doing? There's one in the shop. It's fine. It still hurts me to my core to, like, oh my God, I'm so silly. Why'd I do that? I didn't even think about it. I just did it. It's a big whoops. A big old whoops right there. Horn could be nice. We don't really do any frail. I guess we'll take the horn. Insert what's the movie? Oh shit. What's the movie quote? Austin Powers quote here. Yeah, there you go. Like, just throw, if you know the Austin Powers quote, just throw it in the in the comment section. It'll be really funny. People will be so confused. Oh my god. Oh man. Thorlodon. God damn, look at him. He's got a friggin' Viking helmet on. Not a realistic one, but you know. That's what people think when they think Viking helmet, right? The funny horns. Not like something actually reasonable. It's kind of crazy how, like, just a fake thing that isn't even real, that's how they're remembered. I mean, I guess that's not the only thing they're remembered by, but, you know. It's one of those things where stuff gets, like, movie-fied or whatever. It's kind of cool. Kind of weird. Drummer, how are you still alive? Kind of impressive. Last Wish is nuts. Dusk Synergy is truly goated. Definitely opens up just like a billion broken combos. And I kind of love it for that. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Weird Berry could evolve something maybe, I don't know. Slime, Toxic Sludge is like that's peak poison item. If I ever did see. Now who does it evolve? Probably Smugilla. I need to look up Drummerks, but we still need to find that extra dusk, otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything. Otherwise we won't be able to do anything with it. Shovel's not going to be necessary. And we're going to go ahead and release the Shark right away. Right away there. Okay. I think we go this way, because that gives us a chance at a mini-boss and 2 more chances to proc the thing that we need. Wow, we're gonna have quad ice! That's really good. What the hell? I mean, the chances we find Dusk at this point are like 0. I mean, that's not true. It's very, very, very low. But I'm gonna go ahead and commit to Drummerk. Obviously, we've got all these other options, but Drummerk's doing good. He's doing fine. He's not the worst. Oh, thank you, enemy drummer, for giving me 1 gold. You might notice now that I don't spend my gold anymore. I've just kind of, like, I don't know. With the current state of the game, you don't really need it when you're just, like, cruising through. And, yeah, I just, like, spend it at the end before the last boss. Just to, like, be really overpowered for the last boss. I don't think there's any real benefit for not spending right away, other than knowing exactly what you want for the end. And it gives you, like, slightly more potential. But I definitely think that, like, if you're struggling with this game, you should spend your money as you get it. Like, that's just kind of a no-brainer. Money will do more for you now than it will later in a lot of cases if you're having a hard time. It's a use it or lose it sort of situation, but we're definitely not in a lose it situation, thankfully. We're gonna go ahead and put a jar of dirt on Drummerk. I think Drummerk is here to stay. And the spoon is not necessary for anyone yet, but I will need to hunt a second spoon down. I mean, I don't need this. I probably didn't need that either. Okay, well, let's put my money where my mouth is. That's pretty unlucky. It's pretty... Wow, that's double comm melt. That's really funny. That's pretty unusual to see double split evolution just, like, sitting on a path. It's kind of cool. A frail does hurt, not gonna lie. It is rather painful. We're gonna get so much speed because the comm melts are just gonna be doling out frost like crazy. This is gonna be awesome. Every time we hit them. Oh my goodness. That is so many status effects. Just being sent flying around. Parasoup going down here would be huge. That way they don't get too much speed themselves. That's quite ideal. Okay, Drummerk got sent to the back. Thank you, Beat 'em Up. For just making my life even easier. Making this even more broken than it already was. There we go. That was an easy one, decidedly. Decidedly a very easy one. I mean, none of these really matter to me. I'll just grab that one. I probably should have taken the extra XP on Fatiki, but it really doesn't matter very much right now. Okay, I'm gonna start putting items that I... Oh, hang on. This is gonna be good for an elite. So we're gonna hold on to that. Okay, we're gonna get Eldritch into their hyper form, I think. There we go. So we got Octastrich. That's the one. I can speak. Do one of these, and we'll go ahead and grant them a little bit more XP. And now we've got our hyper evolution of Hyper Octastrich. My goodness, look at that hat. Look at that hat. It's a pretty cool hat. So let's take a look at the stats. Ally ahead, ally ahead super, deal 4 poison to a random enemy. Trigger all poison 1 time. Heal ally ahead for 70% of damage dealt. It's pretty good. The healing part's like really unnecessary, honestly. It's funny how good it is even without that. Like we're not even utilizing the healing. But in the future, I could use that with something like a Tedum to heal them up and do some spicy stuff like that. Honestly, Tedum would like fit in pretty well with this party, depending on if I can find something that's good to sacrifice over and over. But that's not the party that we've built, so we're gonna keep it rolling. Fatiki needs another spoon. Paraswoop needs this thing, and you're not gonna get another level up, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump some stuff. Lost Toys is gonna be nice for Fatiki stuff being upgraded. Gonna go ahead and get rid of... Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. We're gonna get rid of Ice Mallet. I'm gonna pause for a second, take a look at what Drummerk's Super or Hyper Evolution is, because I don't know off the top of my head. I do know everybody else's though. Alright, turns out it is Spotlight, so I guess I do need Spotlight after all. Thank goodness we didn't re-roll the shop. It turned out to have just about everything we could possibly need, which is kind of funny. We definitely don't need Health Attractor. That's not a super big deal at all. And, we'll go ahead and put that there. I'm just gonna, like, full level up right now. I think we might as well. We're going into a fight. And I'm gonna give up Taser. I think Paraswoop's here to stay. We're just gonna have, like, a slightly weaker setup here going into the end game, which is fine. It's fine. He copes. Smoggula's not staying in the party as well. That's another one that's going. I think I care more about the extra dudes attacking than anything else. So, these two have their hypers lined up. I do not have Fatiki's hyper lined up, but if I'm lucky, I'll find another spoon, and then I can do it. That would be ideal. We'll see if it comes up. Okay, dump that. Goodbye. Ice Cream Cone Man. And Drummerk, the rare time that I actually buy a synergy upgrade. Might as well. Buy Propulsion here. Get this to level 3. There we go. Pair of Flight. Very good. Buy me, sell me. Get you up to your max level. The Ultimate Penguin. Hyper Paraflight. Slow applied, grant allies 2 speed, and applies 4 slow to the fastest enemy, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so any decay applied, deal slow to a random enemy is pretty good. Because we definitely apply a lot of decay. And then we can have ally summon, or we can have sombrero. Either one of those would be good. Let's go ahead and reroll. Got lots of them. And we are hunting for a spoon. That's the last thing we need for our final hyper. And then we're pretty much set. This would be a really good front line if I could get Dusk onto it, but I don't think that's in the cards. Just having to deal with the hand we're dealt for the most part. going to go ahead and give this extra attack over to Hyper Octostrike, because that'll be really good. This could be a whole nother way of stacking up poison. It'd be really good. Definitely interesting option, for sure. None of these are the guys we're after. I'm going to buy the 6-cost units. Simply to do a buy-sell. Damn. Damn. Well, I guess Drummerk's getting their hyper. We're gonna have one more opportunity here. We're gonna have one more opportunity. It's no big deal. Let's try and get this lad all the way leveled up. I realized that I just sold a rat. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. We'll see. That could be the end of this run. Because it does apply the electricity. If we lose, it's because of that. Radger. He is pretty rad. Not gonna lie. Let's see how much more rad he can get. I've never had this guy in his 3rd and 4th form. Hyper Radger. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Look at him. 3 taunt, 8 shield. That's a lot of shield. It's really good. And on ally revive, he does a bunch of damage. But because he's like, I don't know, he's a weird one. I could maybe put him like right here. But I don't think his extra damage from his ability is worth it in this scenario. That's not really what he's built around. But with the taunt, it's like not that bad. I definitely need to try like a backline Radger to like see how it goes. You know, you could probably put in some good work. Anyway, it's time for a boss fight. It's Handora. Handora is a fucking menace. Nobody would disagree on that. Let's see if we've got what it takes to beat Handora. I'm not super sold, to be honest. The thing about Handora that makes them really, really crazy is that they don't attack. They just use their special over and over. And their special is just substantially more deadly than any attack could possibly be. And, yeah, it's just a nightmare. Like, you can see, look at how much frost, or how much, electricity we've got on us. And, like, we can stack up all the frost and decay in the world, but it's not gonna do anything, because they need to attack. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. And, with this amount of, debuff on them, I don't think they are ever going to attack. But maybe if they do, we'll be okay. I don't know. Oh my god. Radger is tanking like a beast. Doing their absolute darndest. Doing their absolute darndest to be a tank, but I don't see it being enough. Yeah. It was a good effort. It was close. At least we get an extra ticket. That's what it's all for and at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and do another restock. And... it's nothing. it's a whole lot of nada. Nothing that's gonna do the trick for us, unfortunately. Okay. Well, that's fine. That is quite alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put Spoon back here, and I'm gonna put a, sombrero there, and now we're looking pretty good. Is there any other things I could do here? I could put Button here for Dusk, and I could have went Smogula. I didn't even calculate for Button. Oh my god, Smogula would have been so much better. This is why you wait to do all your things. That's my bad. What if I make 2 jars of dirt? Oh my god, I made a broken rock. That's crazy. It's completely useless. Somebody was asking why I don't combine items. It's because generally when you combine 2 good items, you get an item that you don't really need. And if you combine 2 bad items, you don't get anything. That's generally what I've gotten for the most part. Maybe it's not like that forever. Also, I was supposed to use Evil Toy in that boss fight. I'm so dumb. Everybody yell at me in the comments, please. It's good for the YouTube algorithm or whatever. All right, let's just send it. I think we're pretty set. This is looking like a strong team. That said, Chaothesis might just, like, eat a lot of max health, because our team kind of is very reactive. It kind of feasts off of being attacked. That's the whole dealio. Is the more attacks we do, the better. I guess the slow effect from Octostrich is going to grant us a lot of extra speed, and that'll allow us to be a little bit more proactive. So once again, Chaothesis is going to continually summon these portals, and every time those portals... what's the word? Every time they take damage, we're going to lose max health permanently. So basically, I don't think there's any way of losing to Chaothesis Stage 1 other than like having 3 really good units in your bank that you forgot to release. And yeah, and then in Phase 2 is when he really tries to murder the shit out of you. Which is cool. I think it's a pretty neat boss fight idea, where it's like, Stage 1, it's pretty free. Stage 2 gets pretty scary. You know what I would love to see is some sort of like Slay the Spire Heart-esque collectathon that you have to do throughout the world. You'd like collect the certain pieces that you get a Stage 3 Chaothesis. That would be sick. And it's like Omega hard. I think that would be a lot of fun. Look at that speed. These guys are... hang on, we're just gonna... We're gonna hit him with the fast forward here. Because we are definitely in hyper speed mode. It's earned at this point. There we go. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. It's final boss time. Let's see how we fare. So, of course, anything can go horribly wrong in this final boss stage, because there's just so much crazy synergy potential laced throughout 15 Kadomon. It's kind of terrifying. You never know what's gonna come at you. My Radger's getting messed up this time. It's crazy. Look at how low health my lads are. Oh, no. Alright, alright. The speed needs to carry us. We are officially in need of a carry. Okay, we're fine. We're gonna have unlimited Shrunobis to keep us safe, I think. We should be alright, in theory. Yeah, that's... that is just ever-growing speed. For sure. Oh my god. The hyper... it's not even the fact that it's hyper Octostrich. It's the item alone that's making it truly broken. So, on attack, do slow to a random enemy, and then... this is like on slow apply grant speed. So it's just like snowballing out of control. It's truly just snowballing out of control, and there's nothing to be done. Like that's actually such a crazy two-piece combo. It's great to see that early items are still really, really strong, just in the right context, right? Because that's one of the first items you unlock, and when you see it, you're like, ah, whatever, it's not even that good. But actually, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of cracked. Goodbye, Knock. Alright. I don't know if there's much they're gonna be able to ever do. We don't really have any scaling to speak of. At all. Other than the fact that we're slowing Chaothesis and speeding up ourselves every attack. Oh my god. We're gonna be here all day if I don't speed this up. I do apologize for hitting the speed up button a little bit more today. I think, you know, over the course of this video, I've kind of proven maybe I am a little bit under the weather. But I really, really want to, like, post as many Kadomon videos for you all as I can, because, you know, the response has been so positive. And, you know, the only negative thing people have been saying for the most part is like, God damn it, make more videos. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, I gotta make more. So here we are today. That, and I need to try to explain abilities better, which I'm gonna keep trying to work on. But trust me, the more you play this, or the more you watch, the more you'll understand. It's just one of those things where everything will start to make sense. Why is Hyper Octastridge just gaining 1 billion HP? I mean, I know why, but like, why is he not applying more slime? I don't know. That was funny. There we go. That was pretty good. I'll just go ahead and skip these. One thing that I'd love to give a pointer on, since we've completed the run, if you scroll down, you can see Recruit Kadomon from Shanka's store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy and sell a guy. There we go. And we're going to see if that changed. Because maybe that's a great way of... 131. Let's do it one more time. Because I wasn't paying that close of attention. So it should be 132 now, if that's working. 132! Look at that, it works! So, yeah, if you're at the end of the run and you have more money, you can just go ahead and buy and sell units, which is great. Very good way of getting bonus. So, you're coming with me, and you're coming with me, and there we go. Boom! Beautiful victory! I hope you all enjoyed today's video. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being so enthusiastic about Kadomon. And I don't know. I'm gonna go take a little break, I think. Thank you again. Bye.